All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. YouTubers, Jerry Diamond, How to Get Out of Babylon. What can be done and what can prevented happening with electric tape fencing? Those are grizzly bears. This is up in Wyoming. This is the National Outdoor Leadership School, Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center. And they have food placed inside that enclosure. And that's just 3 strands of tape, flat tape. It's got stainless steel wire woven in it. That's what I got blasted with. I'm going to read that story here in a little while. Just for your pure entertainment and enjoyment over my pain. The bears, that bear is about to touch the wire with its nose. That's a bunch of bees inside there, obviously. And once they get popped, they don't come back. They might come back, but they don't cross it. Amazing. They'll go up to it. That's an apple. They put sliced apples outside the fence, leading inside the fence under the three strands of it. And you'll see a bear going in and pulling a piece out. It's like he could pick it up, right, put it right in his mouth. Another one, pick it up, another one. And then they can't reach it. And they don't cross the fence, amazingly. You think they just go bam, run through it and be done with it, but oh well. Apparently even grizzlies don't like pain, and they can be trained. So now what the bear is doing there is it can feel the electricity. So when they see that and they've already been popped once, they will go up and they'll put their nose up there about an inch away, and they can feel it. Now let me tell you a story. Lou Ann Todd, a lady who does managed intensive grazing, had instructed this man on how to install electric fencing on his, ranch. And he did. And he called her up and said, "It's not working." And she goes, "What's the problem?" He says, "The bull just keeps coming right through it." And she says, "Really?" She said, no, that can't happen." He says, "Well, he is. And he's not paying any attention to the fence." And she goes, "Well, what charger did you get? Did you get the one I told you?" "Oh, no, I got a blah, blah, blah charger. Parmac or whatever." She said, so she went over there, she brought her charger over. And while the bull was overeating, and it saw her and it knew she was there, but while it was away feeding and not really looking at her, she swapped chargers. It came back, and the guy says, "Now you watch this." And the bull came over to the fence, put its nose out, and never touched the fence because it could feel the electricity rattling its nose or whatever sensitivity it had there. So anyway, they can reach in about a foot under a 12-inch high bottom strand. So 3 strands, one is a foot off the ground. If you keep your stuff in 3 inches, 3 feet in, your food will be fine. That's what they're saying. And they have been using this system since like 2002. They know what they're doing. Bears can't get the food if it's 3 feet inside the fence. Now, food, understand, you, human beings, are food. Well, if a bear saw a person inside, maybe he'd pop the fence. I don't know. High visibility fences help the bear associate the shock with human food. So visibility at night, lighted fencing. There was one in the little top bar there on the right there. There was one that had a little LED light. So if you can light your fence up too, and they know it can shock and they know it's lit up, I'm thinking maybe some LED light, light rope, something like that, or Christmas lights, string Christmas lights on it, along with the charge, so they can see it. So anyway, light a lot of times keeps predators, especially night predators, away. So Premier One, electric netting, fences, a whole bunch of videos on that. I mean, I'm not a fan of any one in particular, other than the one that my son used, that I got absolutely smacked with. So that's about all I'm going to do there, because that kind of gets you the idea. Do your own research, bring your own research to the party. The stuff I like about my sons is that they have, and a lot of them probably do, but it has a portable, you can stick it in your pocket, a remote. And so you can walk up to that thing, you put it on it in one position, and it tells you that it's running correctly. It shows you the charge, what it's running at. and then you put it on the other one, you push a button, boom, it's disarmed. So from anywhere on the fence, whether hard 12 gauge wire, stainless steel wire, or poly cord, any place on the fence, you can turn it off. That's really cool. That's a good. And you can. He's got 2 or 3. He's probably right now. He's probably got 4 or 5 of them remotes. They're a couple $100 a piece, but he does cattle and makes money with them, and so it's a good deal. So goats are 4-legged firefighters. Remember that. They will clear your property and make on the top right there. Keep the animals away at night while camping. Tip. Anyway. The idea that goats are good for a lot of things. They'll clear the land, make it more habitable for sheep and cattle. They will climb up trees practically. If they could, they would. They'll bend saplings over. They'll strip them. They'll clear everything, especially all of your dangerous, poisonous, poison ivy and everything. They will eat that like candy. There will be no poison ivy around. So goats are very good to run through on a property first thing off. So 6 minutes. Okay, let me go to. I'm going to just go ahead and I think finish this up. Maybe. Are you kidding me? Well, that's just plain silly. Far Northern Bushcraft. Yeah, how do I find that one real quick here? All right, let me I'll end this one and then I'll pull up another one and do that. So, all right, this is Jerry Diamond. If you're listening to this, you are the remnant. Good night.